My name is Nonku and I am a relaxed girl. Shout out to you for stumbling upon this video. If you're also a relaxed girl, come on in, join my journey and start your own journey if you haven't done so yet. So in my previous videos, I spoke about how I'm gonna go about with my relaxed hair journey and why I think it's important for me to document this journey. In this video, I'm going to actually discuss 10 tips that I'm going to be using for the next 2 months, which is the month of November and December, and until my next relaxer, which is going to be in January. So they're 10 tips that a lot of people and also a lot of articles that I've read, they say that these tips will help you to retain length or to grow your hair. So I want to share those tips with you so that you are also aware of the things that I'll be doing between the months of November and December. So I have written all of these tips because I might forget them, so that's why I have them in my little booklet. So excuse me if you see me reading down in my book. I'm not being rude or anything like that. Anyway, tip number 1, I wrote, be gentle with your hair. So I'm going to try my best to treat my hair as if it is gold, or I don't know, I like diamonds. As if it's diamonds. I'm gonna treat it very gently, and I'm gonna be very careful with it. And the reason why the first tip is to be gentle with your hair is because if you're not gentle with it, you can actually break your hair off. So I don't want to break my hair off, so I'm going to do the best that I can to caress it gently and to treat it like the diamond that it is. That's a joke. If you didn't catch that, you're gonna suffer watching me in my journey because my jokes are lame. But anyway, that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is to stretch my relaxer. So to stretch a relaxer means that to delay the relaxer process, or every time that you want to go in to get your next relaxer done. So I've decided that I'm only going to relax my hair 4 times a year, which means that every 3 months I'm going to relax my hair. So I already relaxed my hair at the beginning of October. I'm not going to relax it in November. I'm not going to relax it in December. And I'm only going to relax it at the beginning of October. And the reason for that is because I don't want to run the risk of over processing my hair. So what the relaxer does actually eats at your hair and the bonds within your hair, the docile fade bonds. So if I keep eating at my hair every single month, it's going to make my hair weaker. So I want to maintain the integrity of my hair for as long as possible. So that's why I want to stretch my relaxers. So keeping my relaxer days far apart helps me to maintain the integrity of my hair, and maintaining the integrity of my hair helps me to stay away from breakage, which also ties in with the first tip of being gentle with my hair. Because if you keep breaking your hair, or if you keep allowing your hair to break, then you're never going to see the growth. Like, we all know that our hair grows from our scalps. That's why every time we need to go get a relaxer, because our hair is growing, but it keeps breaking at the ends. That's why we never see the length. So most of my tips are going to be about avoiding breakage, and stretching my relaxers is one of those tips for avoiding breakage. Tip number 3 is using a wide tooth comb. So I have actually gotten rid of all of my combs that are very skinny or have tiny teeth. I only have one, and it's a ragtail comb, and I only use it to part my hair, but my sister and my mom take it from me. So sometimes I know where it is, sometimes I don't know where it is. So I actually depend on this. This is a wide tooth comb. It's actually gentler on the hair because the teeth aren't so tight, or so close together, so there's a less chance of your hair being pulled out. You see what I mean? So you can't do that with a tiny comb. You're gonna break your hair. You're literally gonna pull your hair out. So my tip for myself in my journey is to keep my my small combs away, which is only one, and only use a wide tooth comb. And if that's something that you want to also start in your relaxed hair journey, I suggest that you actually invest in a wide tooth comb. It doesn't have to be an expensive one, but you should look into that tip, because I'm taking that tip very seriously in my journey. Tip number 4 for myself is to wash my hair regularly. Currently I wash my hair once a week, and the reason for that is because I actually have a dry scalp, and my dry scalp sometimes tends to look a bit icky. So I try my best to keep my scalp clean. So what I used to do before to combat the dry scalp was to use oils, but what I found is that oils actually end up drying your scalp even more, creates the which exacerbates the dry scalp. So I'm trying my best. Actually, let me not say I'm trying my best. I actually only have one oil, and the oil that I use is for my strands and not my scalp. And it's one of those oils that you can't actually even put on your scalp. It's an Olaplex oil. So I'm gonna wash my hair regularly. I'm not gonna use any oils, and when I say regularly, like I said, I wash my hair once a week, and I don't skip wash days. Like, I don't do that because I know it's gonna mess up with my scalp health. And another thing, you also don't want to have a dirty scalp, because it makes it very difficult for the hair to actually grow out easily from your scalp. So that's why I think it's very important for me to keep up with my weekly shampoos and conditions. So tip number five. Tip number five for me is to deep condition my hair. And I'm going to deep condition my hair every single time I wash my hair. So that means weekly. So every time I put shampoo on my hair, I have to put on a conditioner on my hair. And it's really important for me because what shampoo does is it strips my hair of all the oils and all the dirt. And the thing is, the shampoo can't differentiate between my natural body oils and the oils and the dirt that come from the external environment. So it strips everything from my hair and can leave it very dry. So that's why I think it's important to use a conditioner afterwards. And I use a conditioner as my deep conditioner because I don't believe that there is such a thing as a deep conditioner. I believe that deep conditioning is actually a process. So what I do is I shampoo my hair, and then I add conditioner onto my hair, and then I'll sit for like an hour. I think it's a bit too much if you're gonna sit for more than an hour, but if you have the time, girl, do your thing. But for me, an hour is enough. If you're not doing that already, I highly suggest that you do it. And what I do is I put on my conditioner, and then I put a plastic cap over my head, and then I go about my day for that hour. If I have work to do, I do my work. If I want to eat, I eat. If I want to read, I read. So that's tip number 5, to keep up with my deep conditions on a weekly basis. And then tip anyway, tip number 6, moisturize the ends. So I'm not very big on like moisturizing my hair and having it all weighed down and heavy with moisturizer. So once, like maybe once a week or twice a week, I'll actually moisturize my hair. And then on a regular basis, I moisturize my tips, because if I don't keep my tips moisturized, they'll get dry, and when they get dry, they break off. And like I said earlier on, if your ends keep on breaking, you will not see the growth that's coming in over here. You won't see it translate into the length of your hair. So that's why I'm keeping my the health of my ends. Like, girl, I'm serious about the health of my ends. So like I said earlier on in the video, keeping breakage away or breakage at bay is my main strategy when it comes to my tips, well, for myself up until January. So moisturizing my hair, the ends of my hair, very important. That's what I'm going to do all the way until January. And then tip number 7, which I'm going to keep for myself, is keep the new growth soft when stretching. Remember when I spoke about stretching the relaxer on tip number 2? So what happens is when you're stretching your relaxer, obviously you're going to have a lot of new growth, which is your actual Afro hair texture. And there's 2 different textures between your relaxed hair as well as your natural hair. And we all know that our natural hair is far stronger than our relaxed hair. So right where the relaxed hair and the natural hair meet, I don't know if this is going to be a good example, but anyway, I'm going to go for it. So this is the Afro hair and this is the relaxed hair. At this point where they meet, which is here, that's a weak point. So it's very easy for the hair to snap off at this point, for the relaxed hair to snap off. So the best way to prevent that is to ensure that the new growth or the afro textured hair is nice and soft and supple, so that there isn't an opportunity for it to get dry and then leading up to breakage of your relaxed hair. So that meeting point is called the line of demarcation. If you want me to do a video about the line of demarcation, let me know in the comments below. And you know what, I haven't asked you guys to subscribe and like and comment yet. Please do. Like, I have 1 subscriber and I'm so grateful for her. Okay, it's actually 3. One is myself, the other is my boyfriend, and then the other one is a lovely subscriber. Thank you, girl. Yeah, so please subscribe, like, and comment. I would definitely appreciate that. Say hi if you want to say hi. All right. But yes, if you want a video on the line of demarcation, let me know and I will definitely follow up with one. And tip number 8 is keep the ends tucked away. Again, I did explain why it's so important to protect the ends and not allow them to break. Keeping them tucked away is actually another great way to protect it or to prevent it from breaking. So what I used to do in the past, I mean, I still do it now, but I'm cooling off for it between November, December, and Jan, is to braid my hair. So I'd have like my normal braids, or I'd have a pretty little updo. But right now, in the next couple of months, I don't foresee myself having a protective style. Instead, what I'm going to have is a low manipulation style. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just tie my hair up in a bun and then have the actual ends of my hair, like the actual ends, tucked away. So that I don't have to go ahead and get an actual protective style. So again, if you want a video between the difference of protective styling versus low manipulation styling, let me know and I will make a video for you so I can just explain it to you and break it down for you. But that's what I'm going to do. And the reason why I don't want to go into a long-term protective style is because I've noticed that my hairline has been suffering. So I want to give my hairline a break. Like, guys, it's such a struggle. So I don't want to lose my babies. So I'm gonna make sure that I protect my edges at this point, because it's a priority for me right now. It's not so bad, but you know, it's been fuller. All right, and then for tip number 9, sleep with a bonnet. We all know this one. So that's what I'm gonna do. Tip number 10, work in sections. So when I wash my hair, I section up my hair into 4 different parts. So I have 4 quadrants on my hair. I'll have a wash day video and then you'll see what I'm talking about. But I section off my hair, and the reason why I section off my hair is because it's easier to get all the product onto all of my strands when I do that. And I also keep breakage away. Literally, all of the tips are about preventing breakage. I'm so big on that. So I'm going to continue with these tips. Like, I've been working on these tips already, but I'm going to continue with them, like I said, up until the month of January. And I want to see what's going to happen to my hair. Like, is it going to grow longer or not? I hope it does. But like I said in my previous video, health is more important than length. So I'm going to protect the health of my hair with these tips. And bonus, I know I said I'm going to have 10 tips, but I have 11 because I got your back and my bag too. But tip number 11 is do not detangle hair when it is wet. Sorry, I'm going to say that again. Do not detangle my hair when it's wet. So I used to detangle my hair when it was wet, but I've realized that it actually causes more breakage, especially now that I'm relaxed. So what happens to your hair when it's wet is it becomes weaker because the hydrogen bonds in the hair are broken. So it's not safe to manipulate relaxed hair when it's at its weakest point, which is when it's wet. So I'm going to stay far away from that, and hopefully I'll be able to show you guys the results of my hair after following all of these tips at the end. Beginning of January 2021. Stick with me in my journey to see how it goes. Like, my hair it's not that long. It's not long at all. It's like right here. So stick with me. My journey is, or my goal rather for my journey is to allow my hair to reach armpit length. So stick with me and let's see how far I can go. And if you have not started your journey, I suggest that you join me and let's just have fun with this thing. Relaxed girls can grow hair too. We don't have to have chewed up hair. Like, we don't have to have chewed up hair. So please subscribe to my subscribers, my boyfriend and Henrina. Yes, girl. I value you guys. If you really like this video and you've gotten to the end, please do subscribe, like, and comment, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.